Amazon is making a new push for 3D images and modeling on your products to be so much better than it ever was, and easier even as well. So, Amazon recently has added the ability for sellers to actually scan products of theirs using the mobile app to create 3D models and renders of the actual product for consumers to see. The purpose of these models is typically to see something like a chair or furniture, something like this back here, in the room before you actually can purchase it. So, what is the real purpose of this? Well, it drives sales. It helps conversion if someone can see, okay, this is generally what the product's going to look like in this area that I'm buying it for. It's very useful for things such as shoes or, for instance, furniture. So, this 3D modeling and rendering, it's only available in select categories and for select products, but Amazon's now pushing to allow it for a lot more categories and a lot more products as well. And better yet, when it comes to it, they've made it super easy. You can now do it through the app. So if we actually look over here, Amazon recently released this, which is essentially showing their mobile 3D scanning. So with this mobile 3D scanning, you can actually use the Amazon seller app to create the 3D model. So thinking on that, how exactly do you go about doing a 3D model on Amazon, and how do you upload? Well, if you're doing the seller app, you don't have to do much. You can typically use the seller app and then upload the image, but if you're wanting to upload it from your desktop side, you'll take the 3D model of the image, you'll come over here to your catalog. We're going to come over to upload images, come over to the image manager, and you can do this for any product that you have the brand registry on. So I'll just take one of these real quick. You can see up here in the top right, it says registered brand owner. Then you can come over 3D models and you can actually upload the 3D model for your product. Now, how does this actually show to the end consumer? Well, if we look over on this page over here, I'll move my little camera here. You can actually see that down here we have this view in your room. So on the desktop side of things, they have not created a view in your room yet. So obviously that makes sense. You need to be able to show the actual room when it comes to viewing in your room, but the actual 3D modeling of a product as well can be used just for images. So you can still do an image upload for desktop, but this is primarily going to be for mobile. And again, as many people know, mobile is roughly 60 to 70% of all sales on Amazon, so it makes sense. So if you are in a category that is going to be used by this, so think home goods, think furniture, think consumer electronics, eyewear, etc. Eyewear is a really big one. If you have sunglasses, you can use the 3D modeling to show the glasses on the person. So if you are someone in a category like this, or you are interested in doing some 3D modeling, Amazon has an entire new system out. They as well have this where they will tell you exactly some 3D content creators as well, where you can actually create your own 3D models within the software outside of the mobile scanning. So super cool. It helps a lot when it comes to image generation as well, just having those 3D models. And it can really up the overall value of your listing and potentially even increase sales. So if you're thinking about some different ways to increase your overall sales volume on Amazon, maybe look at having a 3D model added onto your product listing.